Alright guys, welcome back to our second part. Well, it's the second part for us, we probably chopped it up to many other parts right now. It's the second time recording, same day. And I bet you're asking yourselves, are we going to talk more about geopolitical discussion? Are we going to talk about the Dewey Decimal System? Are we going to talk about mass genocide? You don't know, it could go anywhere. That's kind of like our whole thing. We could talk about anything. Cause we
anything but the game.
No. Are we playing? Oh fuck, we're playing Kingdom Hearts. Okay, welcome back. These dragon things are pretty baller. Goddamn.
You're gonna fall off.
I did it! Fuck you guys, I'll be back later! But, oh.
Yep.
Oh no. I didn't think that would happen. I thought it would keep me in with the invisible barrier.
Nope.
I gotta start all the way over.
You gotta go all the way up there again.
I don't have time for this. I'm doing a speed run. For any speedrunners out there that are incredibly offended by what I just said, I'm sorry. Holy shit. So don't fall off the map, is what you're saying.
I wonder what this... I've never actually looked up the speedrun times for this game.
Probably like 30 seconds with exploit. It's like the Ocarina of Time exploit.
Yeah.
Oh my
god. I
goodness.
mean, I think that was super... Like, the stars aligned for fucking... not only for that existing and being in that form, but for people finding it. Like...
Yeah, like how would you even... Like it was like a 5-minute, like... Was it like 15 minutes or something like that? For the entire playthrough?
Yeah. But it's, like, it's because of how the games were being made at the time, like, they're just primitive as fuck, like... It's the same as, like, the exploits back in the old arcade games, where, like, the biggest number was,
Oh, fuck.
Was, like, 290 something? 290 something or some shit. So, in some games, if you could get the game to think that you beat the level, but kill yourself at the same time with no lives left, it would reverse the number.
Oh,
and give you maximum number of lives because it can't go any lower than 0. So it would just reduce the counter by 1, looping you back to the top of the counter, which would be the 290 something or whatever the fuck. A lot of old arcade games did shit like that. Like Mr. Do. I don't know if you did that one.
Mr. Do?
Yeah. It's like you're like a little clown with a bouncy ball. It's like Dig Dug, but you're a clown with a ball. And you throw the ball and it ricochets all over the walls of the tunnels you've made until it kills something or until it comes back to you.
God, I don't know.
Then you gotta collect all the fruits or some shit. I don't know, it's weird.
Collecting all the fruits has a completely different meaning in this game. It's like an arena vibe, so. Oh, this game is way ahead of itself. Well, this is the HD remake, so I just gotta give it a lot of credit on that.
I think the HD almost makes it look worse.
You know?
Well, because it just points out all of the things that they did to make, like, the models and textures work back then. If they had, like, actually gone in and, like, hey, let's like, redraw the textures, and then it probably look better. But they literally just, like, upped the ratio so that it wouldn't pixelate on the big screens.
Oh, fuck, you're right. You gotta respect the HD remakes that they go, like, above and beyond.
The only one I've ever seen that's, like, a true remake... Well, I guess they're doing Shadow of Colossus now. Or they did. Didn't they? Where it was, like, a full-on complete remake.
I think that just got announced at B3.
Yeah, something like that. But the only one I've ever seen that, like, was, like, legit, like, they did it right was the fucking Resident Evil one on GameCube. Everything after that I've ever seen that's, like, HD, remake, remaster, blah, 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 it's literally just upscaling the current graphics.
That's what they did for Hitman.
To not be as pixelated on a new TV or a larger screen that we have with the bigger aspect ratios now. But they are making Resident Evil 2. They're remaking that one like they did the Resident Evil 1, so that's going to be a huge deal for me.
Yeah, you should do a playthrough on that.
Oh, I'm definitely going to. And then fucking Final Fantasy VII's getting its. But it's hard for... I don't know if that still justifies as a remake. I think it's more of a reimagining, because it's a completely... As far as they've seen, like, it's a different everything. Like, the cameras like got an over-the-shoulder third-person view as opposed to fixed cameras and pre-rendered stages and shit like that. I'm pretty sure it's not a turn-based battle system anymore. I think the only thing that's going to be the same, if anything, is like a certain percentage of the story. So I'm kind of scared that people are going to be like majorly disappointed with it when it finally comes out.
Did they change up the story so much?
Yeah, well, just because the nostalgia of it is a huge factor with games like that, so it's always a risk to do it, even though fans will beg for it day and night. But just the fact that, like, it's not even the same game. It's like, it's not the same combat system. It's not the same perspective system. Or, like, the overworld system's different. Everything about it's completely different. The only thing the same is the characters and the settings. And even then, I'm sure they're gonna be like, oh, we gotta make it look more grungy and more blah blah blah, because that's how we originally imagined it. And people are gonna be like, no, what happened to the lightheartedness of this and that and blah, blah. So, who fucking knows?
You can't please everyone.
If they pull it off, it'll be the greatest, like, one of the greatest achievements in gaming history, to remake Final Fantasy VII correctly, because that game has such a huge meaning for most people, that to do it correctly would be way harder than doing it wrong, you know?
Do it justice.
Yeah. So that's exciting to look forward to. But the Resident Evil 2 one, even if they decide to make it like they did the old school, and just make it with new graphics, new everything, the new system, then I'll be happy with that. But I'd even be happy with them remaking Resident Evil 2 in the style of Resident Evil 7, where it's like a more first-person, like in-your-face, like realistic type of thing. Because that's what the new RE engine's all about. I just like the whole Raccoon City and the police state, like the whole settings and atmosphere of that game is what really makes it better than the rest.
I need to play more Resident Evil games. Already beat one of them. Goddamn.
I've had them so that we could play them. I just, like, you never seem ready. Like, well, because they're hard. Like, for someone that doesn't know how to play them, they're hard. And I just, like, I don't want to throw you in and you just be, like, get fucking decimated. And
I'd get my ass kicked, but it's all up to you whether or not you can withstand me just getting my ass kicked repeatedly. Like, panicking and not doing the objective. Just, like, trying to... Like, Keith, you should be running, there's a lot of zombies. I'm like, I can take them! But...
Well, that's one of the biggest things that people, like... The reason why everyone's like, the new Resident Evils aren't anywhere near as good as the old ones is because the old ones were, like, actual survival games. Like, you would have to restart your entire game if you didn't save scum and shit, because you would run out of ammo. Like, there's no more ammo anywhere in the game that you can get to right now, and you can't get past this boss because you have no ammo. So you have to, like, be very careful about what you're willing to waste and when, you know? And that was, like, a huge thing for a lot of people, I guess.
That does sound stressful. Oh shit, that's...
I mean, I'll be playing it with you, so I'll be able to guide you. Well, I won't tell you how to beat the game or anything, like I've been doing with this one. Like, I'll let you figure out a lot of it on your own. I'll just give you, like, the beginner tips of, like, hey, if you see, like, 5 zombies in a room that you can run through, you should probably just run through it.
Don't waste your time.
Because one zombie takes, like, 18 bullets.
What the fuck?
Because it's a zombie. And you gotta remember that the heroes here, zombies are new to them. So they don't think headshot, you know? So they just shoot, and that the zombie is like it's a person.
No headshots.
I think there's like a random chance that you'll shoot and it'll be a headshot and it'll make their head explode and shit. But it's minuscule, yeah. Like, it doesn't happen too often. So you can't rely on it.
Ah, I should block one, goddamn. Or roll.
I never blocked. In Kingdom Hearts, I never blocked. Unless it was a specific boss that was like, here's how you counter that move. That was the only time I'd ever go out of my way to use it. I didn't even equip it most of the time. I said, fuck it, I'm hack and slash the whole way through this shit.
Even on Brave?
Yeah. Well, because...
Oh, God.
On expert mode, like, once you get the Leaf Bracer with Cure and Arrow, like, that's your defense for you. So after that, it is just about dealing as much damage as possible. Yeah. Like, as long as you keep your defenses up and you keep yourself healed, and you just don't get hit by the obvious shit that you should be able to roll out of the way of.
Obvious has different terms for us. Okay.
You can't hit the guy when he's doing his lightning.
I don't like the invincible stuff going on. I know that's just like, it's just, what do I do? Can I shoot him?
No.
I feel like it's just like kind of a time waster. Maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. I don't use my summons at all. Remember them being really fun to use. Not good, but fun.
Simba's kind of lame. Genie's pretty good for certain bosses.
I use Simba.
Tinkerbell's usually your go-to. She heals you and your party until you die, and then she resurrects you.
Does she have a duration?
I think so, but it's kind of long. Like, it'll usually last you for a boss fight.
Roar. How do I charge it up? Spam
You
it?
hold it,
Oh.
and then when it says Proud Roar, you let it go.
Thank you, Simba. Oh, Jesus. Simba, I need you. Ah. Block. Roll.
Those shield guys, gravity is your best option.
Oh. I don't have it equipped. Or I feel bad to channel through it.
You have to channel through gravity?
Oh, I have to, like, magic.
Oh,
Gravity.
well that's not having it equipped. If it was equipped, it'd be on one of your 3 slots.
That's what I meant. Ah! Read! No. God, even these little shadow guys have a lot of health now. Am I just unleveled or am I just terrible?
Kinda hard to tell. You did pick the medium leveling route.
Why do I keep going? Okay. Ugh! Make it stop! I wish I could tell my friends that he's invincible. Oh, I'm healing him. That's great.
Yeah, magic on him is bad.
Does all magic heal him?
I think so.
Yeah, just a master wizard. Oh. When does Kingdom Hearts 3 come out, do you know?
They're just now starting to show shit for it again, but I think it's not slated till next year.
Does it?
I'm somewhat excited. I'm sure I'll be more excited when it gets closer and when we've like beaten all of these. But like everyone got all hype about the Toy Story thing, and I was like, why the fuck does anyone care about the Toy Story being a world in Kingdom Hearts? Like,
I remember you telling me about this.
like
You
it
just
doesn't.
see it.
It just doesn't seem like that cool of a world for like the story to take part in, you know? Like I'd rather fucking deal with the people in Frozen. At least that bitch has ice powers. Like
Oh yeah, are they gonna have Jedis? I wonder. Okay.
that's what I was like. I was like, yeah, maybe they'll have like some Marvel guys, some Star Wars shit. They haven't shown any of that though, so it's like, who fucking knows? Because that would make it sick, especially since fucking Ansem already fights with like dual lightsabers.
Oh Jesus.
It would explain why he had dual lightsabers. They could retcon it.
Okay.
To find out that fucking like Darth Maul trained him or some shit, or he like straight up ganked Darth Maul and took his lightsaber.
That sounds like some awful fan fiction that I'm willing to let go.
I would read the fuck out of that fan fiction. I don't care for fan fiction most of the time either, but I'd go into that. If it's fan fiction that can exist and makes sense, then I'll read it. When it's like fucking crazy yaoi yuri shit, then I'm like,
The
okay,
best,
never mind.
though. The Doctor removes Harry Potter's shirt. It says.
Who's the doctor?
The Doctor
Who?
He's in every fan fiction known to man.
Anything having to do with Britain. I guess technically they could exist in the same world.
You just haven't read my fan fiction apparently. Pretty offended. A lot of time and effort that one. You know that I read this online, I don't know if it's true. But it said something like the longest human, like the longest article written, like the longest piece of literature ever written, continuous, was Super Smash Bros. Melee fanfiction.
What?
I forgot how many pages it was, but it's still going to this day. Like someone's still writing it. And I was like, that is fucking ridiculous. That can't be real. I haven't read it or confirmed it. Oh fuck, that does do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's in Final Fantasy games, gravity is always a percentage spell. So usually it's automatically gonna cut their HP in half, whatever it is. And if you upgrade it, then it's like, oh, instead of 50%, it's like 60% or 75%.
Like 10% more,
but then if you do it again, it usually will only take 75% of the 25% that's left. So you use it to open, but you can't use it to finish.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh shit, this is the real way to go. What would happen if I went up the steps I made?
It would have just led to another, like, possible extra chest and shit. There's a lot of areas in here that are specifically for you to get free gifts and shit. Defense ups, AP ups, shit parts and shit.
Dalmatians.
That too. Well, I guess you already found 98 and 99, so they're probably done trying to give you more.
That's right, we're done again, aren't we?
Such confidence.
There's just this and then the final world. I forget what it's called.
What the world's
The edge of the world, or yeah, something like. Oh, she just creamed her panties.
Ew.
The princesses of Heart are all here. It must be her.
I was curious about Maleficent's design.
Without her heart,
Well, it's from like the 19.
she will never be able to release her
Fuck.
power.
When did that come out? Sleeping Beauty.
I have no idea.
I want to say the 40s.
The king's fools are here.
No, Snow White was the first, right?
I'll deal with them myself.
I'm saying in terms of like her
Stay
horns.
here and guard the princess.
Well, that all has to do with the dragon thing, but she's the main villain from Sleeping Beauty.
I don't think I've ever watched Sleeping Beauty.
That makes sense.
I know the premise though.
It's one of the original, but it was, especially considering when it came out, it's crazy good animation. Especially like the amount of fire effects and everything that they had to do.
It's just crazy. Like, it was ahead of its time, huh?
Yeah, it's way ahead of its time. Like, it still looks badass now. Like, a lot of people can't draw fire that good.
You bitches, stop using all the fucking potions. Okay. I'll fill this fucker up. Stop.
I'm afraid you're too late. Any moment now.
That staff though. Look how detailed that staff is.
This world will be plunged into dark.
Just a stick with the spear at the end of it.
Unstoppable.
We'll stop
That's all it
it.
needs to be.
After coming this
Right?
far, there's no way we're gonna let that happen.
You poor, simple fools. You think you can defeat me?
Her beady eyes though.
The mistress of all evil!
That's like cliche evil person.
Beady eyes?
Big eyes with a tiny pupil.
Oh, shit. This bitch is getting her ass handed to her. I don't know what's going on behind you, but I don't want to look at it. They keep swinging. Oh, man. Is she like making a galaxy or something?
She created a portal that was shooting shit at you.
Oh no, she was invincible during that time.
Well, right now you're not hitting her. You're attacking the pedestal she's on.
Stop. Oh, now I can hit her. What the fuck? How does that make sense? Oh. I didn't get much damage on her at all, though. I have to do it again?
Yep.
I barely heard her though.
Yep.
Are you being fucking for real right now?
Heal.
Oh.
Just wait till you have to fight her dragon form.
I remember that. Being a pain in the dick. Ah. Keep on it, boys. Oh. Oh, part 2. There we go. Get fuck up, bitch. Oh god. Alright, I need some gravity up in here. Gravity. I'm not even sure if it's a good idea to hit ads. God damn it, Ricky, are you texting her right now? No, I swear.
I'm trying not to like break your concentration.
They have camps specifically for concentration, Ricky. Oh, thanks. God, this bitch is difficult. I don't know, is it a good idea to go for ads or not?
I mean, they'll add up, I think, so to avoid all that hassle, especially those balloon ones that like fly around and follow you.
I'm gonna run out of potions real quick.
Like, killing the ads is what gives you magic, and the magic is what you need to heal yourself to last this fight, so...
Wish Donald got the information. He just fucking uses potions whenever I get hurt. It's like cures. He's always low on mana. Okay. Come on. It hurts.
Her laugh sounds really similar to Ursula.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I almost died of lightning, holy shit. So I can't hurt her when the pedestal's up, right?
Well, I think you can, but usually you can't even get to her up there.
If I was up there with her, just hitting her, but... Oh,
Well, you were also locked onto the pedestal.
Ow. Should have brought Beast. Well, I'm getting from this. Oh, I can't die right now. Out of here, bitch! Out of here. Easy mode. I hope she doesn't have a second form or anything, or else I'm gonna be in trouble. Does that happen ASAP too?
No.
Oh.
I think you have like a chance to save here or some shit.
Gotta learn how to cheer.